Hey, it's me, MLB. Here we are with chapter 13 of Be With Me, called A Little More Realization. You cried yourself to sleep that night. The pain in your heart was too much, and you couldn't understand how he could be so cruel. The next morning you texted Kaminari. Hey, you typed out, want to go on a date today? Hell yeah, he replied enthusiastically. What's the occasion? No occasion, I just need a friend right now, you replied bluntly. Is everything okay? He asked. Not really, but I'll explain when I see you. You made plans to meet at the same cafe that you'd had your first date and got ready to leave. So what's up? Kaminari asked after greeting you and finding a seat at the busy little cafe. Man, I just don't know anymore, you sighed, telling him about last night's mixed signals, ending with Eijirou deciding to ask Suki out. Man, that's rough, he replied sympathetically. What are you going to do? What can I do, you said exasperated. He's already made his mind up. Kaminari thought a minute, then nodded. Yeah, maybe leave him be. He'll come to his senses eventually. I know he likes you. He just has to figure it out himself. You nodded glumly. Do I actually like him, though, Kaminari, or am I just jealous that he has someone and I don't? You can have me! He winked at you and wiggled his eyebrows. You chuckled. Thanks, I'll keep it in mind. He grinned. You two spent the next hour or so chatting and laughing, and it was nice to have someone to take your mind off things. He was a good guy, and cute too. Maybe he could be your boyfriend. You listened as he chatted on about something, and your mind wandered. Your gaze fell to his lips, and you decided to try that test that May had told you about, and thought about kissing him. The minute he leaned in your mind to kiss you, you pulled away. Nope, definitely couldn't kiss him. Your attention was brought back to the present when you realized that he had stopped talking. Oh, sorry, Kaminari, you apologized, realizing he had caught you mid-daydream. He had a very seductive look on his face, and he leaned in, placing his elbows on the table. Were you just thinking about kissing me in? He said in a low, provocative tone. Your face went bright red. How did he know? No, I wasn't, you stuttered nervously. Oh, you smirked. I saw you staring at my lips just then. No, I wasn't. I was just, You looked around wildly, trying to find some kind of excuse. He laughed. You can kiss me if you want to, he said invitingly. No, I'm good, I promise, you replied, hands up in defence. Okay, he giggled. Want to go for a walk then? Sure, you said bashfully, following him to the front doors. You exited the cafe and started off down the road when Kaminari looked up. Here's trouble, he said, nodding ahead. You looked up to where he had nodded, and there was Eijirou coming towards you, hand in hand with Suki. You soured and grabbed Kaminari's hand, which surprised him, but he immediately caught on to what you were doing and followed your lead. Ah, I see, he said slyly. Wait, I can go one better, okay? And before you had a chance to ask what he meant, he pulled you over to the building wall and pinned you up against it, boxing you in with his hands beside your head. Just go with it, he whispered. I'm going to pretend I'm kissing your neck, okay? He leaned in and tucked his head into the crook of your neck, his hot breath shooting across your collarbone. Put your hands on me so it looks like you're enjoying this, he whispered lowly. You obeyed and closed your eyes. Eijirou's going to be so jealous, he whispered to you. Make a little moaning noise or something. He might hear it. You let a small moaning sigh escape your lips, and you heard Kaminari's breathing hitch. Whoa, that was hot, he chuckled. Next minute he was ripped off you and thrown to the ground. Your eyes shot open in fright, and to your surprise, Eijirou was standing there, quirk fully activated and angry. What did I tell you about touching her? Eijirou growled at Kaminari, who was lying on the ground. Sharky, it's okay, he said, reaching out to touch his arm. His hardening quirk had made his forearm angular and sharp, and as your palm came in contact with it, it sliced you open. You recoiled in pain and stepped away from him. He turned and saw what had happened and disengaged immediately. Icky, I'm so sorry. Are you okay? I didn't mean to hurt you, he cried, grabbing onto you and forcing you to show you his palm. There was blood everywhere. Kaminari, grab some napkins from inside the cafe, he ordered. The next few minutes saw him tending to you with a very confused and hurt Suki watching on. Kaminari ended up taking you home, much to Eijirou's dismay, and he watched with dejection as Kaminari took you away. Later that night there was a knock on the door. It was Eijirou. Hey, he said sullenly, can I come in? You nodded and led him inside, walking back into the lounge room. How's the hand? He asked, gesturing to your bandaged palm. It's okay, he said, smiling weakly. Sharky, can I ask what happened today? Why did you get so mad at Kaminari? He froze and stared at the floor, leaning back against the couch as you sat across from him. He paused. I don't know. You don't know? You quizzed, cocking your head to the side. Yeah, he said quietly. Well, how did it go with Suki then? You asked. I broke it off with her, he said softly. Your heart leapt in your chest. You did? Why? Something just wasn't right, he said, not wanting to give too much away. Oh, okay then, you said, hoping he would elaborate. I just wanted to drop by and make sure you were all right, he said, looking up at you. I think I need to call Kaminari and apologise, though. I'd better go. I'll see you tomorrow? Yeah, sure, you said, a soft smile pulling at your face. He smiled back. And there ends chapter 13. That was a bit better. It looks like I'm about to redeem myself with this story, hopefully, so stay tuned for chapter 14.